all the other classes in our class. So the first thing I want to show you is a project that I did. Well, first of all, we created this on the smartboard. And we were lucky enough to have a smartboard in our classroom all year long. For a while we had the portable smartboard, and then about in March they hung a permanent smartboard, and we finally got the speaker. So for a while we had to use it without any sound. And the sound had to come out of my computer. So when we were watching a movie or little documentary things, it was really hard to hear. But we finally got it all together, and I told them, because it's a kind of a privilege, because none of the first grade classes have one. Because it's about $5,000 to do a smartboard per classroom. So none of the first grade classes have one. So I told them it was a privilege to have one. So we did a lot of things with the smartboard, and we just created a class picture. We did this about a week or so ago, where they could draw anything they wanted on the board. And they did, so I saved it. So this is our class picture that we did. So one of the things I'm going to show you now is part of my master's classes that I'm taking for getting my master's in ELL, which is for English language learners. I had to do this year-long project, and I chose to use technology. And the first part of it was we studied the polar regions, and all kindergarten studies the polar regions. And everything that we learned about the polar regions, I taught using technology, some kind of technology. Then we studied the desert regions, and I taught the desert regions without any technology. And I wanted to compare to see how much did the use of technology really enhance their learning abilities. So the end product of the polar regions is Photo Story, which is a Microsoft product where you can import all these different pictures, and then you can narrate the pictures, and then when you're all done, you make it into a movie. So that's the end product. So we're going to watch that. I'm going to turn the volume up almost all the way, because some of the narrations are really soft, even with the volume all the way up. Some of them are really right on, loud. They all did such a great job. So that's the first thing we're going to kind of look at. And it's about 15 minutes long. So we're going to start that.
I saw that person in the corner.
Oh, no.
The Arctic Ocean is the coldest ocean on the earth, but it's the smallest too. The tundra's ground is super solid like metal. It's cold.
And we worked with the librarian on this.
And that
helped do all the
solid
reporting.
stuff is called permafrost. The tundra's floor is really solid, and that solid stuff is called permafrost. Permafrost? Muskox and caribou can be